It was one of those, one of those secret screenings. Yeah, so I had no idea what I was about to watch, and there it was. Yep, what a film. Manchester by the Sea. So Manchester by the Sea stars Casey Affleck and Michelle Williams and Lucas Hedges. Lucas Hedges, yeah, that's his name. This new kid, I don't really know much about him. So the film is pretty much about this guy who works as a janitor, played by Casey Affleck, and he's pretty much an asshole for the first 15 minutes of the film. Like he's one of those guys who really don't give a fuck anymore. And basically, he's an uncle. He has a nephew, and his brother dies. So basically, he has to go back to his old town to look after his nephew. Now, obviously, he doesn't want to do that. He's got a dark past in that old town that he used to live at, where his brother lives. Now that he's dead, he has to go back and live there to look after his nephew. But obviously, he doesn't want to do that. He's got a dark past in that town, and things are funny for him already, so he doesn't really want to do that. Though he loves his nephew, but he doesn't really want to be his guardian. And plus, his brother made him guardian without his consent, so he's sitting there in front of the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, I'm sorry, but you're the legal guardian. He left you money for this, he left you money for that, he left you the house, so he did everything. Obviously, the brother knew he was going to die, so he set it all up for him, but he just doesn't want to be the guardian. So I'm going to say it straight. The movie is awesome in terms of the art. What I mean by that is everything in the movie feels so real. The dialogue feels so real. The acting, God, awesome. Casey Affleck, Michelle Williams, they're just so great. The acting is on point. There ain't a movie like it. Not this year anyway. You know what I mean? It just feels very real. Every scene is very heartfelt. Now, at the same time, I have to say that Casey Affleck posts some of the weirdest facial expressions sometimes. I'm like, dude, like, what's wrong with you, man? Fix your face. But that's good because, for the first half of the film, it's pretty much about him and his character. And they really go into showing what he's about and what he does on a daily basis, all the way to when he goes back to his old town to look after his nephew. Now, that's another thing. Him and his nephew have great chemistry together. They work so well. The jokes are funny, and they actually you believe that these two are related, and they have a real problem they're trying to sort out, and it really right. They really had great chemistry. Every scene that they were in, I thought was cool. I thought they was actually really funny at some point, and that's another thing. Like I said, the movie feels really real. The dialogue is on point. It's something that, your neighbors could go through. It's a story you could witness, you know what I mean? It's things that can happen in real life. With that being said, that the tone of the film is a bit funny. The tone of the film is like confusing. You don't know whether it's supposed to be funny. You don't know whether it's not supposed to be funny. I mean, some of the time I was laughing and I'm like looking around like, am I supposed to be laughing right now? I mean, everybody else is, so I'm alright. Literally, I mean, there be something really tragic, going on the screen at that point. Some major event just happened. Nothing's supposed to be funny. But the writers managed to add a little joke in it somehow. To be honest, bravo. Y'all did good with that. Now, the question is, did I like this film? I know I'm talking like I like it, right? Like, I really enjoyed it. Guess what? Uh-uh. I didn't like it. It's not my type of film. I could recognize, you know, the art. I can respect the art because I'm not gonna lie, it was well done. Every part of this movie was well done. The emotions that the characters was able to pull out, through their performance, amazing. The writing, the dialogue, the cinematography, everything felt so real. Like I said, it's something you can witness, something a friend of yours could go through, and you actually see it happening. It felt that real. I didn't really like it. I didn't like the film. It's not my type of film. I thought the film was slow, like really slow. Like even though there's funny parts. I mean, there's parts in the movie where dude comes home, puts a pizza in the microwave, and that's just the scene. It doesn't push the story forward. That was just the scene. It's just there. Put some food in the microwave. And there was a lot of those kind of scenes where, the character's not doing anything to actually push the scene forward, or, sorry, push the film forward. It just happens. And also there's a lot of those scenes where you have all of the characters, you know, in the middle of a dialogue, and then the dialogue will kind of fade away and this music comes in. And obviously you know what's going on, but you're kind of following it through the music. There's no more dialogue, just the music. And there was a few of those scenes, which the first one was cool, second one was cool, but after that it's like, yo, how many of those scenes you gonna have where it's just a piece of classical music and just watching the characters? Obviously you know what's going on. You know, once or twice is cool. I thought that shit was boring, you know. And I found myself looking at my watch a couple of times. You know, when is this movie going to end? Not that it was too long. It's just not my type of film. But like I said, I respect the art. The film was so well done. But it's just not my type of film. There was a lot in there I thought didn't need to be in the film. A lot of scenes I thought didn't push the story forward in any way. The ending was a bit weird to me. The ending, it was there, even the ending, put it this way, okay, yeah, there was. The movie just ends. That's exactly that. So with that being said, it's like the movie could have ended half an hour before, or the movie could have ended half an hour after. It wouldn't make any difference. Not that the film was too long or too short, but it's just that the ending just happened. You know, the two main characters agreed on something that they disagreed throughout the whole film, and that was done. Like, movie finished. You know, I'm not saying that every movie has to be climactic at the end or give you that kind of ending. You feel like, yeah. But when I watched it and the ending came, I felt like, is it done? Okay. Oh, yeah, the credits are coming up. Movie's done. Well, I guess I'm going. You know, there was nothing. It wasn't really an ending. It was just a scene happened and roll credit. You know, so like I said, I respect the art. If you're gonna watch this film because you love filmmaking and you want to make movies yourself like I do, then watch it. You know, it's good to watch if you respect the art. As far as the film is concerned, is it entertaining? Some bits are. You know, would I watch it again? Never. But you know, it's you know, it was cool. It's cool that I've watched it. At least I have watched it. And like I said, it's great performance from all the actors. You know, there's great scenes and great humor at some point, even though the humor is like come out of nowhere. Like I said, the tone of this film is a bit confusing, but it's not a bad thing. I mean, a movie doesn't have to have one tone; it can have a million tones. It doesn't matter as long as it's done well. And this movie was done well. It just so happened it's not my type of film, you know. So I'm gonna give this film a WS. Stands for watching on Sunday afternoon when there's shit else to watch, and you'll enjoy it. Well, alright then. So Manchester by the Sea, have you seen it? I beg you let me know what you thought about it. You know what I mean? If you're one of those people who actually like movie making and the art behind movie making, please let me know what you thought. I want to hear your views on it. And obviously, if you like what you just heard and you like what I do, please subscribe, like, share, and obviously, we'll be back soon to talk more movies. Peace.